who is boarding now will be displayed there. ACK, 160, laboratory. Status is now boarding. That means it's on the other side. When he exists on the other side, the next one automatically will be told to go and board. So the people working here will be watching this board to ensure that they can see when they are being allowed to go board. Being allowed here is automatically with that also. With the gate. So once you are allowed here, the gate will automatically allow you, open for you, and close for any other person. You go to your line on the same, and your back will be there. Then you queue like that. So there will be an orderly way of boarding vehicles from this terminal. In addition to that, there will be information related to compliance. And there are some information. These vehicles, and they comply with all the regulations. So basically that is how this terminal operates. The terminal, Your Excellency, has several other features. In addition to just the vehicle, I think, the terminal has ablution blocks, the toilets and the bath places. We have made one ablution block here, which will be used for start. But there are bigger ablution blocks, which have got bathrooms, which is being constructed on the other side. It's about 70% complete. We intend to finish it in a period of not exceeding 2 weeks. But meanwhile, this ablution block is ready to go. By end of this week, it's ready to go. It's just being tested, the water fittings and also the paintings. And then it is ready to go. The other facilities that are in this terminal, Your Excellency, sir, is a health center. And we have put a health center strategically because we are in a season where there's COVID. The population, we expect movement in this place.
How many people from here?
We expect about 2 million people a day. Volume. Yeah, 2 million a day, the capacity. We are actually targeting, they designed it for 300 vehicles at any particular time.
Will be stationed here waiting to collect?
Yeah. Doing various things. There are some which are dropping, there are some which are waiting, there are some which are taking. So at any particular time, Excellency, sir, there will be 300 vehicles maximum designed. Those vehicles can carry about 30 people, for example. So if there are 300 vehicles, if you multiply by 30, you get about 9,000.
9,000 vehicles, and they're constantly going around.
Yeah, and they're constantly going around. So, and if you multiply that population by the hours, because we expect a vehicle to take 20 minutes, so within 1 hour, if it is 9,000, within 1 hour, you should be able to multiply that by 3 and you'll see it's about 27,000.
27,000?
Yes. People will per hour.
So this is the drop-off?
These are drop-off. So when people drop off at this point, there are food facilities, there are mothers with babies. They have a place where they can rest meanwhile before they start their next journey to their next destination. And the other ones will go into the walkway. And the walkway
either to town.
Mtazamaji, hizo ni picha za moja kwa moja ambazo tumekuletea kwa dharura ili ujue kinachoendelea. Ila kinachoendelea kwa sasa ni kwamba ni Rais Uhuru Kenyatta akiwa ameambatana na kinara wa ODM Raila Odinga wanazuru miradi mbalimbali jijini Nairobi. Mradi mmoja ambao wameupa kipaumbele ni wa kituo cha mabasi cha Green Park, ambapo ni katika eneo la railway. Ni eneo ambalo magari mengi kutoka barabara ya Rongai na vile vile Ngong yatakuwa yanafikia pale na kupata mengi zaidi ya kinachoendelea. Maana kutoka pale tunaarifiwa kwamba kuna msururu wa ile shajara yao siku ya leo, Raila na Uhuru. Hebu tujiunge na mwanahabari wetu George Maringa kwa njia ya simu atujuze mengi zaidi. George, kutoka hapa Green Park Terminus, tunatarajia viongozi hao waelekee wapi?
Naam, shukran Lofty na watazamaji wetu. Kwa mara ya kwanza ni shughuli ambayo hata sisi hatukuwa tumearifiwa kinachoendelea, lakini tumeweza kutoka katika ikulu ya Nairobi ambapo Rais Uhuru Kenyatta aliabiri gari lake akiandamana na kiongozi wa ODM Raila Odinga, na wanazuru miradi mbalimbali. Na hapo wameanza katika kituo cha Green Park hapa jijini Nairobi, hapa katikati mwa jiji, na wanazuru kituo hiki ambacho tunaarifiwa kwamba kimefikia ama kimefikia 95% kukamilika, ama kwa Kiingereza 95% complete, na kinatarajiwa kufunguliwa pindi tu kitakapokamilika. Picha unazoziona hapo kwamba Rais Uhuru Kenyatta akiandamana na Raila Odinga wakizuru eneo hili, na tunaarifa kwamba baada ya hapa watafungua kituo kimoja cha hospitali level 2 eneo la nyuma. Na ikumbuke kwamba nichukue nafasi hii kuarifu watazamaji wetu kwamba hatufahamu shajara ya rais ya leo. Hata sisi tunafuata tu kinachofanyika ama kuona, maanake hii ni ziara ya dharura ambayo anaifanya akiwa ameandamana na kiongozi wa ODM Raila Odinga. Lakini tunaarifiwa kwamba hivi sasa wataenda kufungua kituo kimoja cha level 2 eneo ambalo eneo ama upande wa nyuma wa kituo hiki cha Green Park. Mwenzangu David Mwenda akihakikisha kwamba watazamaji wetu wamepata picha hizo mubashara.
Na George, kwa taarifa hiyo japo kiduchu, lakini angalau tumepata picha kinachoendelea. Bila shaka utakuwa mwenye kutufaa na kinachoendelea baadaye. Tutakuwa tunarudi kwako ili kujua baada ya kufunguliwa kwa hospitali hii ya level 2 eneo hilo la railway karibu na kituo cha mabasi, ni kipi chengine kitafuata. Hebu tuendelee kupata hizo picha za moja kwa moja. Kumbuka ziara hii ambayo inajiri siku ya leo inajiri kati ya Raila na Uhuru, wakati ambapo kuna minong'ono ya ijapo ule msukumo wa wawili hawa kusukuma miradi yao pamoja na muonekano wao katika umma, wengine wakihoji kwamba wanakwenda kudidimia. Lakini labda itakuwa ni taarifa hii ambayo inatolewa kimya kimya kwa umma kwamba bado wako pamoja, Raila Odinga na Uhuru Kenyatta, kufanya kazi pamoja licha ya zile shughuli ambazo ziliwaleta pamoja kama za BBI kusitishwa na janga la corona kutokana na tangazo la Rais Uhuru Kenyatta wiki jana kwamba mikutano yote ya hadhara ya kisiasa itakuwa inasitishwa. Kumbuka jana pia kulikuwa na mkao wa chama cha ODM ambapo Raila Odinga alikutana na vigogo katika chama kile, wakiwemo katibu, mwenyekiti na wengineo, wale viranja wachache katika bunge la Seneti na vilevile la taifa, na kuzungumzia mengi zaidi kuhusiana na misukumo ya ODM katika kufanya shughuli zao. Baada ya pale, wengi walikuwa na minong'ono ya kwamba labda kuna hofu kwamba BBI na ODM itakuwa inasimama pale, lakini taarifa ni kwamba kutoka kwa Raila ni kwamba kila kitu kitakuwa sawa kabisa na msukumo bado upo, wanafanya kazi pamoja na wako katika mawasiliano kati yake na Uhuru, na nafikiri mawasiliano hayo ndio haya ambayo tunayaona siku ya leo. Hebu tuendelee kupata picha za moja kwa moja kutoka eneo lile la kituo cha mabasi cha Green Park hapa Nairobi.
Green Park, proper Green Park. Business center. The center will have the same people who are doing business with they have to change excellence. They will not do the same kind of goods. They must upgrade the scale.
The standard.
The standards.
Cleanliness
in terms of even the business. So they move close to KFCs and things like that from this one. That's what we are aiming. So that we change of customers. There will be a lot of customers here. Because of that movement of about 27,000 people an hour. We'll interact with a lot of business.
Exactly.
So they need to give our services for nice.
The higher standard of the service.
Yeah, they cannot remain at the same level.
Correct.
You're clearly. Your Excellency, sir. With your permission, Your Excellency, sir, we have been in collaboration with the traders in the design of the Green Park. I would, with your permission, request Mr. Khaled to be able to give us 5 minutes of introduction of Green.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. We welcome you to Green Park. We also thank you as a business community here for accommodating us despite the developments which were going on here. We are very grateful. For the last 6 months, we've cohabited here very well with the FMS, and they've even done for us a temporary relocation site behind there, where we shall hold forth as the new mall is being developed. So this is essentially a containerized mall. It will have about upper floor. So this will bring a unique mix of experience. The Green Park passengers who will be passing through here, they'll be able to find restaurants, other amenities like small shops, and be able to get convenience whenever they pass the Green Park. We anticipate a daily traffic of 3,000 and the business community, we are very grateful that these are open for us a much larger opportunity than we had ever. Of course, Mr. President, as we transition to this new environment, we wish to request that as the traders we really understand the very difficult time due to the COVID pandemic, and as the mall is going to open, we wish to request as part of this stimulus package that is being given to the business community to enable us to be able to restart in this new mall. We also wish to request that the process for the mall be expedited so that we can be able to get back.
When are we through? When will this be?
The mall will start immediately, Your Excellency. As I gave you the timeline, we expect that by the end of this week, most of the facility will be functional and through your commission will be commissioned at your convenience, Your Excellency. And automatically kicking off is this thing. It will take about how long? Yeah, it should take us 1 to 1.5 months because it is simply a steel structure. The containers are put in place. We will do the outside work for these buildings.
Yes.
While the traders, we have agreed with them, they do the internal.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then they will do the internal.
The internal. Do the internal part. But as with the internal. Yeah. You have,
Kunradhi kwa mgando huo wa picha, ni picha za moja kwa moja ambazo zinakujieni kutoka kituo cha Green Park cha mabasi, ni katikati ya jiji katika eneo la Railway, ambapo ni mojawapo tu ya ile mipango ya shughuli za maendeleo ya jiji, ukipenda NMS, baada ya kuchukua hatamu kutoka kwa aliyekuwa gavana wa Nairobi Mike Mbuvi Sonko na kuendeleza baadhi ya shughuli kama hizi. Kumbuka kuna baadhi ya vituo ambavyo vitajengwa mbali na hiki na vinaendelea, kimoja eneo la Bunyala na chengine katika eneo la ukielekea katika barabara ya Thika. Kwa hivyo ni shughuli ambazo zinaendelea kwa sasa, na tutakuwa tunaendelea kufuatilia katika shajara hii ya Rais Uhuru Kenyatta na Raila Odinga ili kufuatilia kinachoendelea katika uzinduzi huu. Kuna sauti pale ambapo tungependa kusikiliza wakati ambapo Rais Uhuru Kenyatta anahoji wale masorovea na wahandisi kuhusiana na wakati ambapo kituo hiki kitafunguliwa rasmi. Tusikize tena.
You can see what I'm demonstrating, Excellency.
This is now the heritage.
Yes. And it is illuminated so that it is bright. Making it have the ambience. Our birds, our Fiona, are all integrated. So they are still putting it in, they make it better. Also, NMS Your Excellency, the place also creates attractive momentum. This is the last spot which we are finishing, which we also target to finish this week in October. If you remember, we were protecting the beginning street. Yes, Your Excellency. So we have designed a structure that goes around this and maintains that heritage. And now we are reached a point where we are tidying the area, so that they marry, this side marries to the other side and marries to that side. And then we have to this one is a restaurant. You remember we are partnering with the private sector so that they can have opportunities. We will have also a supermarket. We are now sourcing for people who want to supermarket and they're expressing their interest. The neighbors, they're behind the area.
So in the restaurant?
Yes, this is a restaurant. Then we have a mall, a supermarket, which will take care of our customers. When they come here, they can do their shopping.
Unafanya shopping yako hapo
ukielekea. Na unaweza kuja sasa utapumzika kwa hii room. Hii main ablution, the knee block, waiting room.
As you're waiting for your
vehicle.
And the same screen will be inside all these malls.
The same screen with information.
Hata ukiwa kwa duka unajua gari yako iko.
Plus a public addressing system like the airport. When your plane is late and so you have been told the vehicles for this, they are now boarding. And since we're integrating a very electronic system, we expect that communication will be even linked to your phone. So you can book vehicles and even know you want at what time, which vehicle to take you.
Well done.
Hapa sasa Your Excellency, we will take you to this room where there will be a waiting bay, and with your permission we will make a quick presentation. As I said, we have also got a level 2 hospital here, which is taking care of health. So Dr. Oluga will make a presentation where you are helping us with the hospital, supporting us to build the hospital, which you have done, Your Excellency, sir. Assistant us with that, and then I'll give a small overview of what's going on, what is happening, and then we finish.
Your Excellency, sir, welcome, Right Honorable Raila Odinga. Most welcome. Your Excellency, the President of Kenya, Uhuru Kenyatta, Right Honorable Raila Odinga, the Representative Infrastructure African Union, the leadership present, directors from Nairobi Metropolitan Services, ladies and gentlemen, let's now please embark on a very quick exercise on the various amenities that we do have right here at the Green Park terminals. On the screen we'll be playing a short clip on the health sector, after which the Deputy Director Health Services in Nairobi Metropolitan Services, Dr. Fred Oluga, will make a quick presentation, followed by the Director ICT, Sharon Mirella, who will give us a brief of the automation of the Green Park terminus as we then proceed to launch one of the 20 new hospitals done across Nairobi in the 17 sub-counties, the Level 2 Nairobi Terminus Health Facility. Let's start with a quick peek into that presentation. Seat, please.
Is that the city can change in the blink of an eye. The post-corona aerospace independent was given another mandate by His Excellency the President to build 24 hospitals, 5 about the borders and 19 hospitals. And I'm happy to announce that in the last 4 months, we already opened 4 hospitals were commissioned by His Excellency. In just dealing with the pandemic, the Nairobi Metropolitan Services improved the bed capacity of the Nairobi healthcare system by increasing ambulance services, conducting hospital stay, setting up isolation centers, and currently vaccinating all eligible persons.
Most of the hospitals are now ready. We have already recruited and
very much last year, that is when COVID had hit the country. So the first thing as a health directorate we had to do is contain the COVID situation in Nairobi because it is the epicenter of the pandemic.
Food once, it's a shame on you. Food twice, then it's a shame on me. The custodians of this old city did not have to learn the same lesson twice.
We really appreciate the fact that these facilities have been put or they are being set up in the informal settlement where the need is greatest.
Like another great city,
The improvements to Nairobi's healthcare system was always going to be a combination of multiple coordinated efforts with increased energy and rollout towards universal health coverage, construction of 24 new hospitals, upgrade of 13 health centers to level 5 hospitals, among other improvement works. The ground is set.
And the UHC, Universal Health Care, and the support of the Ministry of Health, we've been receiving regular grants for our hospitals, especially level 2s and 3s. So it is very rare to actually find our facilities out of the grants.
These projects have already impacted the lives of the city dwellers.
Ninafurahia kwa sababu kuna msaada hapa hii hospitali ya maisha.
Tunashukuru kwa vile hii hospitali ileta hapa karibu, hasa kutuhudumia sisi ambao wananchi hapa karibu.
Huyu sana mwenye atengeneza hospitali anafanyia jambo la maana sana mwenyewe hii.
And that's not all. The NMS is ready to do more to transform the city's healthcare system towards becoming a healthy city under the sun. NMS is ready to charter the path and show us that things can indeed be better for Nairobi residents.
Excellency, sir, we have now come to the end of that presentation on health. The leadership present, allow me now to invite Dr. Raila Odinga to give us a brief overview of the hospital so far constructed, what we have rehabilitated, and what more lies ahead in launching the health sector. Dr. Raila Odinga.
Excellency, sir, and Right Honorable Prime Minister, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much, Excellency, for the support that you've given to the Nairobi Metropolitan Services, especially the Directorate of Health. We have a directive, sir, from yourselves. Last year, you had directed ourselves to improve and to restore services to the citizens. And part of the directive, sir, was to construct 24 hospitals. This is just a recap of where this is. 10 of these hospitals were level 2 hospitals, and as you can see, it was supposed to be in the informal settlements, or what we commonly call the slums. We had a criteria, 3 of them, of how to reduce the disease burden, the population, and so we were also directed that we must decongest Kenyatta National Hospital. So we were also looking at the statistics of how many people from these informal settlements get stuck at Kenyatta National Hospital, either because they cannot pay bills, or because they do not have hospitals where they come from, so they walk into Kenyatta National Hospital. So we attend number 2 facilities was supposed to be at Sinai, so when I already make sure that we share information with SAP. There are some going on in Mombasa, yaNairobi, you already finished SAP. Like some, as the construction is just started, the team is ready for your commission at your convention, sir. Bushirika, you already commissioned it, sir. Zimmerman is construction is going on at advanced stage. The Kuba is starting right now, sir, and Bishak is also ready, sir, for your commission. And then there are 3 facilities, as the Director General had mentioned in the video, sir. We have 9 facilities that are coming up on the ground. And when we mention a level 3 facility in Nairobi, what we mean is that it has a theater, it has an X-ray, it has an ultrasound, and it has advanced services, particularly to cater for people with non-communicable diseases, diabetes, hypertension. So the ones that are coming up from the ground are in Gubwan, that is Canada, that has a lot of people, and there is no hospital there. The Mani Hospital that is close by is a purely maternity hospital, so that's not Canada. Your Excellency, the hospital in Kasia, Kodega will be ready in about 2 weeks. Mukuru Kwendela and Mukuru Parole are really at advanced stages. They are currently giving quick sun. They are also level 3 facilities. Kiana 42 is one that you did the ground, sir, and you know about it, sir. You had also helped us get expansion from the Agricultural Society. So it's going to go 3 plus and going to be bigger than the other facilities, sir. We are also constructing one in Bundu, and Karura, in Wiki, Mombasa, you already commissioned the hospital, and it drive achieved. And then there were 5 other hospitals that were stalled, and they are refurbishing the buildings and equipping them to make them the operating hospitals. Lunga is ready for commissioning at your convenience. Upendo health facility, we had a bit of hostility that is now starting. Riruta satellite is ready for commissioning at your convenience. Dandora Health Center is starting now, and Ibera, Chiefs Camp, and Soweto, because an abandoned CDL building that is also starting right away. So this is the overview of the 24 hospitals. These are the ones that commissions are, and we thank you very much. And in these facilities, they are already operational, as you have seen. How many people are visiting so far? So far we've treated 16,000. Here it is, as you can see, in Utiru we have seen nearly 6,000 patients, 5,900. In Shirika we have seen 3,541. In Jamaica we have seen 2,919. In Soweto, 3,700. Yes, sir. Your Excellency, sir, a day after you left the facilities, we saw over 300 patients in each of these facilities, sir. In Utiru, we were nearly conducting our first cesarean delivery. As it is, the woman delivered successfully, so that's also a good thing, sir. But we have the theatre operational there. So in total, we've seen 16,000 patients in just before, sir, in 1 month, sir. And this is kind of as you can see, sir, if you look at the previous slide, if you look at the previous slide, the number of maternities, yes, this one, yes, sir, the antenatal care. In Utiru alone is 326, and we've already conducted 17 deliveries. Usually, the mothers prefer to deliver where they are also clean. So if you look at that trend, you can see the number of people that will be delivering in the future is almost 326 in the next 8 or 9 months. And the same with Soweto, you can see the very high number of mothers that are attending clinic there, sir. 264 done so far around 11 deliveries in that facility, sir. And sir, there are also 2 other facilities, sir, as I mentioned, that are ready for commissioning. We have already started operations, sir. We've seen in Gatina and also in Ishaki facilities. So we've seen Gatina and Ishaki are also ready, sir. And sir, as part of your directive was also to this hospital that has stalled for the last 30 years, sir. And you directed us to complete it. This hospital will be ready in the month of May, sir. We've already, as you can see, the staff quarters are already ready. The building is at 90% complete. What is being awaited for this facility, sir, is the lifts and the standby generator and the cold rooms for the mortuary and the equipping of the facility, which also through your support with the Ministry of Health, we've already received support to get equipment, including an 8-bed ICU and dialysis machine for this level 5 hospital. It will be the first level 5 hospital that is public in Nairobi, sir. So thank you very much, sir. And the output of all of this is to make sure that we are decongesting Kenyatta National Hospital. As you had already commanded us, we have already recruited 1,691 health staff. This includes 180 doctors, 180 clinical officers, and we've recruited 679 nurses. But this is the distribution. A number of them, 700 of them have already reported as at the 1st of February. And so far we've already issued letters. All of them, they are waiting for reports. Some of them have already arrived, sir, including for the Korogosho Hospital, sir. So, sir, the future and what we are looking at as elements, as you've already seen, is to make sure that we guarantee Nairobians access to healthcare. And we are going to create an additional 1,580 beds, Your Excellency, through the directive that you gave us. And this is in the 24 new hospitals. As you have known, sir, these hospitals have 16 beds each. And then we are also operationalizing for 24 hours 33 other mid-level hospitals that were dormant. 2 weeks ago, sir, Waziri Kagwe and also the Director General already came to commission 24 hour services at Lanat. It's going to go on. And then we are completing the Madare Kokosho Hospital, which is a 350-bed facility hospital. And then also expanding Mamalusi. And through the financing, sir, we've already registered 66,000 poor and vulnerable population into the indigent UHC program. And we are also putting policies that are encouraging employees and employers to mandatorily pay health insurance through NHIF for their employees. And then in terms of quality, we've already recruited staff, and we're also expanding the scope of services to include ICU, renal services and advanced imaging in the facilities, and then we're doing continuous supervision and skills training for our staff. So this is meant to make sure that Nairobians will not be congested at the National Hospital. It's the last slide, sir. So that because according to the Nairobi Regeneration Report, which you commissioned, sir, 47% of Nairobians are walk-ins in Kenyatta National Hospital. So what this means, sir, is that if someone is coming from Tarakaniti or from Isibania, the Nairobian has already arrived ahead of them at Kenyatta National Hospital. So they have to be behind the queue, and this means they may have more serious conditions. So if we get Nairobians out of Kenyatta National Hospital by giving them access to quality health care, then we will let Kenyatta National Hospital do its work, sir. And this is the policy output in everything that we are doing, sir. Thank you, sir. And now we will welcome you after the other presentations to also commission our Green Park clinic, sir, which we are very honored to name after yourself, sir, because it's going to be the first clinic in the CBD. The other clinic is outside the CBD in Muduro Market. So this is going to be the first clinic in the CBD, and it's very close to Upper Hill, where they are corporate. So we expect to see corporate clients also in the future as we continue to improve the laboratory and the imaging services. Thank you, Your Excellency, and you're welcome.
For the presentation. Your Excellency, sir, indeed, a showcase of what Nairobi Metropolitan Services has done under your directive of the Big Four agenda, universal healthcare, and of course, so much more still running concurrently. Your Excellency, sir, with your permission now, we wish to proceed to the next brief presentation, a matter that is equally very close to your heart, ICT, automation, and digitization, if indeed you're going to do value addition in various sectors. Here, the Director, Sharon Mirella of ICT, will showcase how we're able to automate transport within CBD and hopefully, eventually, other parts of the country. Your Excellency, sir.
Your Excellency, the President, Right Honorable Raila Odinga, I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome you to the Green Park Terminal, Karibuni Sana. Ladies and gentlemen, through a concerted effort, Nairobi Metropolitan Services has taken a lot of time to ensure that we lay down the required infrastructure and software to be able to automate this terminal. And that is to ensure that the experience for the PSVs that are going to be accessing this terminal, the passengers that are going to be accessing this terminal, are able to receive seamless services and be able to go about their daily business without too much delay and congestion within the terminal. So the automation aspects in this terminal are going to cover 4 aspects. The first aspect that is going to be covered here is the network infrastructure. So what we have done is that we have a complete layout of connectivity throughout the park to ensure that the hospital, the police station, the control center, and all the automatic digital boards that you see are integrated and connected to the network and are able to relay real-time information for the passengers and the PSVs. The second aspect is the traffic control aspect, which is based on the GIS technology. So, Your Excellency, what we have been able to do is that the Green Park Terminal, being the control center for all the vehicles that are servicing the 8 routes around the terminal, we have geofenced an area of about 1 kilometer radius. So any PSV that will be approaching the Green Park terminal, as soon as they hit a 1 kilometer radius away from the terminal, the system is going to be able to detect it. And just in a short minute, we're going to show you a live demonstration of what we're talking about. Now, the other aspect that we have been able to do is we have a software in place that can be able to control the traffic and also display real-time status of the traffic as it approaches, enters the terminal, and exits the terminal. So on the display boards, which Engineer Chen has ably explained, you'll be able to see the vehicles. Please go back to the previous slide. On the system, you will be able to see the vehicles that are approaching the terminal. You will be able to see the vehicles that have arrived in the terminal. You'll be able to see the vehicles that are waiting and that have been allowed to board. And then you'll be able to see the vehicles that are exiting the terminal and those that are left, meaning they are outside the 1 kilometer geofence. Now, through the digital boards and screens, we are going to be able to display the schedules. This is a grid view, but Your Excellency, just like in the airports, we are also going to be able to have a list view, because what we are doing in this terminal is that we are queuing vehicles. So a passenger will be able to see at their, let me use the normal language, as their stage, they'll be able to see a list of the vehicles that are expected to come and collect passengers at that specific stage. So finally, when it comes to the access control at the terminal, what we have put in place is RFID technology. We have readers at the entry, at the barriers, and at the exit of the terminal, which are the ones which are going to be reading not only the status of the vehicle, but also information about the vehicle. And for that, we are going to be tapping from the NTSA database, so that whatever information that will be displaying on the screens will be real-time information. And it is verified, so the PSV cannot be able, you cannot have a PSV displaying a wrong number plate. The exact vehicle that is within the terminal will be the one that is there. If you go physically, you'll be able to confirm that it is that exact vehicle. Yeah. So I'm going to call upon the project manager and his team to now take us through the live demonstration. Thank you very much.
Your Excellencies, good morning. My name is Kiko Mogi, project manager for the automated system management for control of the green. This is one of the 4 parks that is already in place.
Naam, mtazamaji, ni onesho lile ambalo anafanyiwa Rais Uhuru Kenyatta na kinara wa ODM Raila Odinga katika kituo cha Green Park. Ni kituo cha mabasi ambacho kitakuwa kituo dijitali kama alivyoelezea yule mtaalam na mkurugenzi wa masuala ya teknolojia katika huduma za jiji NMS. Akaelezea kwamba magari yatakuwa yanaonekana umbali wa mita 1 kabla kuingia katika kituo kile. Vile vile kutakuwa na program maalumu ambayo itakuwa inatumika kuangalia msongamano wa magari. Mbali na hayo, kutakuwa na kiwambo kikubwa cha kuonesha kila kinachofanyika katika magari yote ambayo yatakuwa yanaingia na kutoka kubeba abiria, na zaidi kutakuwa na mfumo katika lango lile kuu la kuingiza magari na kutoka. Kwa hivyo gari ambalo lina nambari tofauti ama njia tofauti halitaruhusiwa kuingia katika kituo cha Green Park ambacho kitakuwa kinabeba magari ya kutoka Ngong, Lang'ata, Kawangware, Kikuyu, Kibera na Kiserian katika jiji la Nairobi. Tutakuwa tunarudi baadaye, maana tunatarajia Rais Uhuru Kenyatta kwenda kufungua rasmi kituo cha afya cha Nairobi.